The forest seemed to be a void of green as I ran through it, a never-ending mass of trees and shrubbery. I felt my feet stamped down on sharp sticks and thorns, but I never felt any pain. After dealing with the harshness of this tropical rainforest, the soles of my feet had become hard and sturdy. I doubt even a freshly broken piece of glass could penetrate the rough skin, not that I'd ever get to test it. Each bound I made, I got further and faster towards what I was looking for. I knew how to track animals, so this wouldn't be too hard. Follow the prints, look for broken branches, think like the hunted. I could hear it run as well. It was clumsy and making too much noise. Suddenly the thing stopped running. I could have heard its heavy breathing from a mile away, but instead of catching up to it, I stopped as well. This chase had barely started. I hadn't had a lot of fun yet. Survival is also about entertainment, not just nourishment. If I was to survive on this island, I had to keep myself occupied, keep reminding myself that I was alive, otherwise there was little stopping me from falling into madness. I could see it through the trees. It had come into a clearing and it was now resting, trying to catch its breath. I decided to get a better look at it. I scampered up a tree, using my hands and feet as hooks, swinging around the branches, a monkey performing for no one. I came to a branch that viewed down from the clearing. Now I was looking around, wondering where its pursuer had gone. Also from my branch, there was a wide gap in the trees. The view sprawled out, showing a blanket of trees, rising and falling with the changing levels of the landscape. Beyond the green was the blue of the ocean that had damned me to this wretched, god-forsaken island where I had made my home. Its waves had destroyed my vessel, thrown away my crewmates like rats, and then brought me to fester here. Neither heaven nor hell I would remain in this limbo until my decaying corpse fertilizes the soil. I looked back down at my prey. It was still looking around, trying to find me. It was only a matter of time before it would look above and see me. Good. I wanted it to. No run, no fun was my motto. As I thought, I began looking up in the trees. Our eyes met. There was hesitation before it once again bolted off into the forest. I let out a loud whoop, and the chase was back on. As I kept running, I saw herds of animals run quickly into the vegetation, startled by the disturbance that my prey and I were causing in this usually peaceful sanctuary, previously free from the chaos that humankind caused. I saw flashes of all sorts of exotic animals, large and small, but I never paid any attention. I had already locked on to my target, and any distraction could prove disastrous. I stopped again. Silence. It had stopped running again. I couldn't hear it anymore. No breathing, nothing. It was hiding from me. I looked around, slowly drawing my makeshift knife that I had crafted from a piece of sharp stone. "Where are you? Come on. I know you're there," I said, not really talking to anyone. Sometimes the sound of your own voice can increase your determination and confidence. A large thing jumped out of the bushes, coming straight for me. It got me from behind, so I wheeled around and jabbed the knife into its side. It screamed in pain and struck me in the head. I stumbled back, dazed more from the shock than the pain. I saw it scramble away clumsily due to the wound I had inflicted. I got my senses in a few seconds, spitting out some blood on the grass. I adjusted my bow on my back. Now it was going to end. After being injured, the thing was now a lot easier to track. Blood made a trail in the trees and plants as it stumbled over logs. I could just make out the color of it slowly disappear. I ran along to the side so I could cut it off. It then appeared in the gap in the trees. A perfect opportunity. I pulled out an arrow and clipped it onto my bow. I pulled the string back, closing one eye to aim. I let go, and the arrow flew through the air, whistling as it went. I heard a thunk, a painful shout, and the sound of a body collapse onto the forest floor. I walked slowly over to my prey, stone dagger in hand, to finish it off. I saw it writhing on the floor, the arrow I had shot sticking out of the back of its shoulder. It twisted to see the predator that I had finally shot down. "Broadbent?" the sailor shouted in confusion. "Good day, Lieutenant," I replied calmly. "Nice to see you." "What the devil are you doing?" I squatted down next to him. "Surviving, sir. Surviving." I raised the dagger, and before he could cry out in protest, I brought down into his throat. "Dinner is served."